and then as you're shaking, it shoots out. Wonderful. This is really a great idea. Would you like to share your idea too? Yeah? Okay. Give us another idea.
Yes, I want to make it flexible, so people can get some ways.
Right. So people's heads are not square, so it makes their head flexible.
And one narrow and one wide.
Wow. Very nice. It's interesting because I was hearing people talk, I was going around, and somebody said that maybe you could like put an MP3 player inside. You know, because in the bathroom and you're sitting and then you're listening to some music, yeah? And I heard somebody said put the mobile phone inside. Because in Ukraine people are working hard, so they say, yes boss, you have to show. I was doing a session in the Netherlands a couple of weeks ago with a company called Garmin. You heard of Garmin? They do GPS navigation. And the guy said, yes, we should put a GPS inside the razor for blind people. Turn left, you know, like that. Wow. Come on, but these are all interesting. Yes? Oh, yes, sorry. I forgot about that. Okay, so these are all interesting, but I think we're stuck in a box. A little bit. Now, do you know what I mean by stuck in a box? Because people always say you should think outside the box, right? If you have this business school, you say think outside the box. You are all stuck in a box. You know what the box is? Your face. Yeah. And you know that people, they have hair on other parts of their body beside their face. You know what I'm saying? Men even. And can you imagine if you're a man and your ancestors come from Scotland? You know what I'm saying? And up there in the Highlands of Scotland, it's really cold. And the men, they wear dresses. Really cold. And so what happens is over the millennia, these men from Scotland, my ancestors come from Scotland, they started to grow body hair to keep them warm. But not any kind of body hair. Orangey brown color. Like an orangutan. All over their bodies. I know it's not nice, I can see it saying, no, it's true. So can you imagine if you're one of these guys with this very hairy body, but then you become like 41, 42, and then you start working out. So you lose weight, you get very slim, then you have a very nice body. You don't want all that fur covering up your six pack. Do you know what I'm saying? Should I show you? Yes, you see, that's it. So what is it? There's a new product. You see, this is the Wilkinson Sword body grooming. You see? Wow! Not only do you shave it, it's got a little motor inside. You can do all sorts of stuff. Wow! And of course, not only do they produce the man's version, they also produce the ladies' version, which is exactly the same, only a different color and 30% more expensive. Really? Now, what do you think Gillette would do to compete with that? What would Gillette do to beat that? Do you want to see? Because the guys at Gillette, they know that I study innovation and I tell this story. So whenever Gillette releases a new product, they send me one first. And about 3 months ago, I received a package at home in Belgium from Gillette. I opened it. Wow! You want me to show you? You probably haven't seen this. It's a new product from Gillette. Are you ready? Here it is. The Gillette Body Cruiser. You see that? Not only does it have the razor, it has the groomer, everything built in one. I can see you one moment. You say, wow, that's really nice. Okay. What do you think? Okay, so here's my question for you. I just told you a story about 4,000 years of innovation in this industry. From the cutthroat razor in the pyramids through to the Gillette body cruiser. My question for you, and this is what I want you to talk about together, is this innovation? Ah, that's it. Talk to your friends, talk to the people around you, and explain to them, do you think, is this innovation? Let's talk with each other. Give me 3 minutes.
Но зато по горячим следам все остальные сегодня смогут. Ну, надо написать еще на Фейсбуке, что смотрите. Да ладно. Что это за мужчина? Расскажите мне про него. Мужчина, что это за мужчина?
Okay, folks. Alright, so please raise your hand if you said, yes, this is real innovation. Raise your hand. A few people did, yeah. And actually, I think I would agree that there is some real innovation. Okay, so when we had something like the beak, somebody took my beak. Somebody needs to show. Okay. So, or you're going to say what I'm reading, be very careful. So, okay, some of these will be innovations like the big, where really you're introducing a new value proposition, or thought about that. So, some people say this, but so what I'm actually hearing is that 90% of you say, no, this is not innovation. And in fact, what I heard, I think when I looked around, was the word evolution, yeah? Or continuous improvement, I heard some people talking about. And in fact, in the strategic management world, this is the key differentiation between two kinds of innovation. One of the kind of innovations is what we call incremental innovation, where essentially you're adding features, improving benefits, reducing costs. This is incremental, step by step. The other kind of innovation is what we call strategic innovation. Why do we call it strategic innovation? Because then you can charge people more for your consultancy. It's very important. Because here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you one chart that actually explains all that you need to know about strategic innovation. And this one chart, now please, you have to draw this. This is very wow. Because this one chart summarizes about 50 years of research on this thing called strategic innovation. Are you excited? I can see it. Good. Are you ready? Here it is. Wow. Now let me explain it very quickly. Strategic innovation involves 4 reasons. Number one, as a strategic innovation, you discover new customers. You discover customers that sometimes don't even know they're customers and are not consuming your product. Is anyone here drinking Nespresso? You know the brand Nespresso? Wonderful example. What Nestle came to understand was that there was an emerging segment, particularly in Western Europe and the US, which were double income, no kids or one kid, and they were spoiling themselves with luxuries. So they discovered that there was this new customer out there in the world, and what they did with an espresso product was serve that customer. So that's one of the ways of strategically innovate. Try to find emerging customers, customers that haven't been buying in the past. Now, there's another example here, because what you can also be selling is what we call a new what, which is a product or a service proposition. So what we're talking about here is very simple. When I show showed you the example of the Mac 3. This was actually a strategic innovation. Now why? Not so much because of the product, but because of a tagline in the brand. Because with this product, Gillette introduced a new brand slogan. It was, Gillette, the best a man can get. And what they then did was introduce new value to this product. It was not just tangible, it was brand. It's status. It's gifting yourself. So that's another way to strategically innovate. If everyone is selling products based on benefits, you sell products or service based on feeling or brand equity. Okay, that's another way to strategically innovate. Now there's another way to do it, which is actually on this one. I'll go back here, sorry. Which is the processes of how you actually organize the business. Who here has been to an IKEA store? Raise your hand if you've been into an IKEA store, the Swedish furniture store. Is anyone familiar with IKEA? Okay, IKEA developed their business model on a complete reconfiguration of the furniture store. You don't have bedding departments or lighting departments. What you have is a whole business model which is based around room concepts. And they created a whole warehouse concept around that. So they innovated on this one. Now, by the way, Nespresso has done the same. Because in the old world, you bought coffee at the supermarket. Nespresso innovated by using the internet to sell coffee direct. Now that's again a new way to organize the business. And what that is also about is a new channel to market. So another way to strategically innovate is trying to find new ways to reach the customer. So companies like eBay and Amazon, they're really innovating here. Because where competitors have used physical distribution, they're using virtual distribution. Now, do you feel amazed now? No, honestly, because I'm like an Australian Moses coming down from the mountain, not with 10, but just 4. 4 ways to innovate. Did you write this down? You didn't write it down. Oh, you did write it down. Okay. But who wrote this down? Who actually wrote down these 4 Come on, who wrote it down? So 90% of you did not write down this profound insight. I'm shocked. Sorry, okay, so strategic innovation is a new who, a new what, a new how, or a new where. And let me tell you why you're not writing it down. Because it's obvious. And do you realize that I spent about 10 years of my life as a professor teaching people about a new who, what. And then I woke up one evening, Sunday night, before going to teach the next morning, and realized that my life was a waste of time. Because it's easy. And in fact, the other thing that we teach you at business school is not just this stuff. We teach you this stuff. We teach about how you then create a funnel, an innovation process to ask the questions of who, what, how. You familiar with this? Waste of time. But let me tell you why it's a waste of time, because actually, innovation as a concept and innovation as a process, a monkey can understand. Okay? The hard thing is actually this. It's creativity. Because it doesn't matter if you understand the 4 levers, or if you understand the processes, if you're not a creative person, and the people in your organization are not creative, nothing comes out of it. Are you with me? So the important thing actually is not innovation, it's creativity. And where does creativity come from? And that's what we're going to do now, because actually what I've done over the last several years is really study this concept of creativity, which is how do you, as an individual, tap into your creative potential. And if you as an individual can be creative, then you can innovate. You can do the other things. Now, how do I do that? Well, actually, the way to study creativity, I'm afraid, is not to look at business. Most business people are boring. The way to study creativity is actually to look at the creative sectors. So what I've done with my research, in fact, I wrote a book which is called The Fine Art of Success, because I studied creative people. Picasso, Gauguin, Damien Hirst, Madonna, Lady Gaga. And then what I did is said, okay, now I understand creativity. And what I'm going to share with you now is how you can become a creative. Exciting. Okay. Now, also, when I start to talk about this topic, I get excited, because it's very exciting. That means stuff can fly out sometimes. That's why I warned you about sitting in the front row. So if something flies out and I get you, don't take it personally. Okay? If you want to move, you can. Are you happy to say? Okay, alright. I warned you. Alright, so here we go. All of you have a piece of paper with circles on it. I'm now going to give you 3 minutes to complete those circles. Fill up the circles. You've got 3 minutes to fill up the circles. Your time starts now. Go. Fill up the circles. Complete the circles. All of the circles should be full. Please go. 3 minutes. Come on, guys. I'm ticking. Fill up the circles. As you like. Fill up the circles. As you like. Fill them up. You've got 3 minutes.
With what?
Let's go. As you like it. Fill up the circles. You have 2.5 minutes left. There you go. Fill up the circles. If you finish and you have a pen and someone next to you does not, please give them the pen. Two minutes remaining. If anyone needs a pen, please raise your hand. You have half a minute remaining. Please keep filling out. Okay.